You know, enemies are like seasoning in an org. You need some spice. So why not use enemies to motivate people? What's the point of Choi Haek-cheol's power? I am just here to protect the country and the nation from mainland attacks and maybe snag a little bonus for myself. I'm here simply to make some positive contributions for the country and the nation, and perhaps also engage in some union activities along the way. Life feels like a horror story. Can you help me decode this? Come on over to my house for a cup of coffee. Young man, I've poured you a bowl. You got me. Choi Haek-cheol's words are unreliable. Park Hee-young pins hopes on Director Lee, while two forgetful idealists wander Beijing streets. The advertising biz was supposed to be all about fun and promoting North-South exchanges, but now, it's all gone belly up. When Director Lee thinks about those kids wasting away, it just hits hard. Just political pawns, it's seriously not worth it. Why trust me? I trust you. But hey, who knows if there's another way? Now, everything's about to wrap up. They're almost ready to boogie. Subtitles. No, Commander, I still have a trick in my bag. We could give some under-the-table business strategies a shot. There are two meanings here, business and adventure. Are you ready, Commander? Want to take a risk with me? Park Hee-young's idea of adventure is just chatting it up with General Kim. Compared to last time, Park Hee-young dared to say the general was fooled. General Kim was displeased. With Director Lee nearby, that'll give some shakes. He calls the policy director in for his thoughts. This guy rakes in cash. He's pocketed a nice $400,000, so he's naturally going to pump up the South Side, absolutely promoting armed protests. Park Hee-young has to pull out the big guns. $3.6 million is a must. Actually, Korea prepared $4 million. Can you imagine where that leftover $400,000? Can you guess where the leftover $400,000 went? I mean, they prepared a whopping $4 million. Straight up, this is a bold accusation. Someone's digging around the general's turf. The policy director starts sweating. Caught off guard, Park Hee-young coaxes the general not to forego future profits for mere millions. General ponders and finally agrees to hold the horses for now. With elections looming, North Korea is still as quiet as a mouse. The Ingibu folks are ready to blow. Kang Dae-jung wins the presidency, marking the first peaceful transfer of power in South Korea's 50-year history. People celebrate wildly, heralding a new chapter in North-South relations. Post-victory, Park Hee-young is invited to Director Lee's. And guess what? He presents a little gift, a tie clip that says moral integrity. This was actually Lee's first impression of him during their first meeting. Who knew a little gift could encapsulate that moment? It's also a celebration for North-South peace. The Ingibu is starting to settle scores, and guess who's in the hot seat? Park Hee-young. Now it's time to take him out. Choi Haek-cheol throws caution to the wind, exposing Park Hee-young as a spy under the guise of a competitor. Quickly dissociating from the Ingibu, Park Hee-young's in deep trouble. Once that's out, it's practically a death wish. Sure enough, Director Lee is on his tail. He feels a twinge of guilt, but Director Lee has no reason not to raise the gun. In the end, he lowers the gun. Director Lee knows Park Hee-young was betrayed by his own side, so he hands him a fake ID. Only one IO remains. Subtitles. Park Hee-young has to escape from North Korea right away. Eventually, he jumps on a train and speeds out of the country. They both believe that after fulfilling their promise, they'll meet again someday. Later, Park Hee-young escapes to Beijing but can't go home. Meanwhile, the policy director's crew gets sent off to labor camps, and Director Lee is arrested at home, disappearing into the annals of history. In Beijing, Park Hee-young often visits the North Korean restaurant where they first met, always hoping for a familiar face to walk through the door. Sadly, he waits and waits, but nothing ever shows up. When Kang Dae-jung gets in, he launches an investigation into a series of incidents. The Ingibu faces a crackdown, and Choi Haek-cheol gets arrested. North and South Korea restart family reunions. Watching the heartwarming moments on TV, everyone is moved to tears, but Park Hee-young begins to wonder, why did I become a North Korean? Why a spy? What was he fighting for? In 2005, 5 years later, Park Hee-young visited Shanghai for a North-South Ebb collaboration event. South Korea sends Lee Hye-ryul, while North Korea sends Jo Myung-ai. The two models shake hands under the flashes. Everyone witnesses a handshake for the ages. Can you believe it took them a whole 10 years to get to this point? Think about the countless sacrifices made just for this handshake. Everyone's eyes are firmly fixed on the main event. Only Park Hee-young is frantically searching the North Korean delegation. He desperately wishes to spot a familiar face in the crowd. Just as Park Hee-young is about to give up, he spots someone. Director Lee is also scanning the crowd with his eyes. The moment their eyes meet, he flashes a subtle smile, lifts his hand, and says, "Hey, I still got that fake watch you gave me." Park Hee-young chuckles and buttons his coat, revealing the tag clip from Director Lee, still scanning the crowd. In that moment of eye contact, he shows another subtle grin, then lifts his hand, saying, "Hey, I still got that fake watch you gave me." Park Hee-young also laughs, unbuttoning his coat, continuing his search. His smile shines like sunshine while he searches the crowd, forever hoping to see that familiar face once again.